Draup is a digital fashion company. What that means is we're making clothes, but they will be computer generated clothes. They are 3D objects. For each collection that we put out, we will have a collaborating artist. As you can see here, the first one, Nicholas Sassoon, we're going to use Houdini to be the backbone of how we generate these collections. Houdini is a visual effects software. It's fully procedural. As a team, we're heavily influenced by the art block style of generative art. You make a system, people mint tokens that have a seed, and then each seed drives this generative system to produce a piece. Our first collection, there's like 5 garment types. One of them is a corset. These panels, that's a moire effect. Nicholas Sassoon, as a fine artist, our collab artist, he's all about moire, so that's the big drive of this collection. Just to give you a brief overview, Nicholas Sassoon, he worked with moonbirds. Here's an example of kind of the traditional, typical sort of piece he does. It's using that same effect, but directly in 2D. The backgrounds that come out of this, you have to zoom in really deep and you will see that it has these little pixelated patterns. In front of that, we put a screen. The gray here is actually transparent. So there's like black bars with holes between them. Here I have one of these 3D files loaded into Blender. And what you'll see is like you get this kind of wavy effect.
Basically, we're creating different paneling using like this box that we then jitter, and that will fracture the object in different ways. If I change this value, different paneling will be created based on this box. What's interesting about Houdini is like the procedural nature of it, whereas we can feed like different objects into the system and like given different parameters that basically Jacob can plug Python into that dogbone controller, and then it will give like loads of different parameters from it.
And then would the idea be that y'all will have like many variations of the same piece published? Got it, cool. So it's less, so the procedural generation is less about sort of just like your own design exploration, but it's actually part of the finished work.
Yeah, exactly. Plugging into those parameters that we've exposed is going to be Jacob's Python that comes from people's seeds and hashes.
So cool.